Welcome everybody to the first episode of the shared universe between RJ Staggs and Red Angel. Red Angel will be overseeing AEW Dynamite, while RJ Staggs will be overseeing SmackDown. We are live tonight from Seattle, Washington, and we are going to kick it over to the new AEW General Manager, Red Angel, who is standing by in the ring and has some words for us. Red Angel, not mincing any of his words here tonight, talking about how he doesn't want to bury any of the talent that TK has built up here in AEW while TK is on his break. But it looks like we're going to start it off with a singles match and for that women's tournament. So our first match of the evening is going to be Alexa Bliss and Jade Cargill. Alexa Bliss making her way to the ring. Former WWE Women's Champion. Hasn't seen a lot of in-ring action as of late. Looking to change that here in AEW. Alexa, one of the talents from around the world that Red Angel is said to have brought with him here to AEW. He's looking to show off that talent here tonight in that first match. Alright, now Alexa's in the ring. She awaits her opponent, the undefeated Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill has been undefeated for over 500 days now, sporting a record of over 50 wins and no losses in AEW so far. And I don't expect that to change anytime soon. Though she's got some tough competition in this tournament. She's got Alexa Bliss here tonight. And then the winner of this match will go on to face Jordynne Grace in the quarterfinals. Jordynne Grace, also no slouch. Current Impact Women's Champion. Jade, current TBS Champion in AEW. And we are underway. And Jade coming off strong right out the gate with a shoulder charge, and then drops an elbow onto Alexa Bliss, not giving Alexa any time to breathe right now. Some repeated kicks to the back and the strike. Alexa, though, able to get a reversal there. Jade, though, not staying down for long, getting some kicks in, but Alexa catches an arm, and then Jade catches a kick. Now just slapping Alexa in the face, has her arms tied up in the ropes. Jade coming off the ropes, gets a nice drop kick to the gut there as Alexa falls to the mat. Now Jade looking to get to the top rope there. Goes for a splash and she's going to connect. Jade going for a quick pin here, looking to make quick work of Alexa Bliss, but Alexa kicking out at 1. This match has been all Jade so far. Alexa getting little to no offense in right now. Now Alexa working the arm of Jade here. Now stomping away at Jade. Trying to turn this match back into her favor. She goes to the top rope. She's going to go for a splash, but Jade rolls out of the way. And then knocks her down with a swift kick there. Now stomping away at Alexa. Not giving her any time to catch her breath and try and get the momentum back. But Alexa's going to fire a knee into the face of Jade there. Connects with a clothesline. And another one. Looking for a drop kick, but Jade swats her out of the way for that one. Now Jade looks for a drop kick of her own, but Alexa moves out of the way. And she's going to slam Jade face first into the mat. Jade, though, rolls out of the way of a stomp. Alexa looking to drag Jade probably to the ropes, but Jade going to throw some elbows in. Not going to let that happen. Nice arm drag there from Jade. Jade's going to toss Alexa onto the apron. Oh, and a nice shoulder charge. Takes Alexa to the mat. Now Jade at the top rope. Looking for another splash outside the ring, and she connects. These ladies aren't going to be able to advance if they're at ringside. They're going to need to make their way back into the ring. Jade catches Alexa with an elbow there. Follows it up with a face buster. Referee's count is up to 3 Vicious knee to the side of the face there from Jade. Jade now trying to drag Alexa, but Alexa not having it. Throwing some elbows into the gut there. Referee's count is up to 5. Jade returns the favor with an elbow to the face, and Jade's back inside the ring. And Alexa not far behind to stop that 10 count. Jade with a nice fall-away slam there onto Alexa Bliss. She's going to pick up Alexa. Nice knee to the gut. Drops her to the mat there. Goes for a pin. Is that enough? And Alexa Bliss kicks out at 2. Jade thought she had it there. Jade has been in control for the majority of this match now. Nice strike from Jade. Alexa able to get a reversal there. Jade with a reversal of her own. Went for a drop kick, but Alexa moves out of the way. Jade fires back with a strike. Went for another one. These two ladies just reversing everything right now. Jade was probably looking for a powerbomb, but Alexa rolls through and turns it into a pin. But Jade able to kick out at 1. Alexa's done nowhere near enough damage to get the pin on Jade right now. Jade has been in control of the majority of this match. Alexa gets a DDT there. Goes for the pin. Is this going to be it? Ref running to get a better angle. And Jade kicks out at 2. Alexa thought that was it. But not enough to pin the undefeated TBS champion. Double knees there from Alexa. She's going to pick Jade up. Jade fires a knee into the gut. Gets a shoulder charge. Has Alexa up. Connects with a Jaded. Goes for the pin. Is that going to be enough? And that is it. Jade Cargill is the winner and moves on to the quarterfinals of the AEW Women's Tournament to face Jade Cargill. What a match to start off this new era here in AEW. Alexa gonna offer her hand out. We'll see if Jade takes it. She does. Great show of respect from these two women. And that's what you want to see here in AEW. All the superstars here respecting each other. You love to see it. Jade gonna take some time to celebrate that win, and who can blame her? What a match. Alright. Next up this evening is gonna be a matchup in our tag team round robin tournament that we've got. First matchup will be the Usos. They're making their way to the ring here. One of the most dominant tag teams in WWE. They were holding both the SmackDown and Raw tag team titles before coming here to AEW. Their opponents for the first round robin matchup will be the Lucha Brothers, former AEW tag team champions. And no slouches in the ring for sure. Lucha Bros, one of the best tag teams in the world. But the same can be said about the Usos. Usos looking to continue their domination from WWE and carry that over here into AEW. And I have no doubt that they will be able to do that. However, going up against the Lucha Bros is no small task. The Usos standing in the ring, waiting for the Lucha Bros to make their way down. Lucha Bros have been a staple of AEW since it started, just a few years ago. They have won the AEW Tag Team Championship belts before, and I'm sure they would love to win them again. One thing Red Angel has done since taking over AEW is he has vacated all the titles. So, we will be having round-robin tournaments for the Tag Team belts and the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. We have a 10 women's championship, which we will discuss more later on this evening. And then our main events for the TNT title. But for now, it's this first round-robin matchup in the tag team tournament between the Usos and the Lucha Bros. And Jay comes out with a flying forearm and connects with that double axe handle right off the bat to Rey Fenix. Both of these teams tend to move at like 100 miles an hour, so I'm sure this match will be very fast-paced. No shortage of action. Nice flapjack there by Jay. Going back up to the top rope. Looking for that rotating moonsault like of a move. Rey able to catch the leg there. Connects with a standing moonsault. And Rey, he's going to make a quick tag to his brother Penta. And Jay is going to make the tag to his brother Jimmy. Not often you see tag team matchups between two sets of brothers. But we've got that here this evening. Nice springboard moonsault there from Penta. Goes for a quick pin, but Jimmy's going to kick out at 1. Nowhere near enough. Penta going to make a quick tag to his brother Rey. And Rey now going to get some kicks to the face of Jimmy there. Jimmy going to connect with a springboard moonsault. Rey going to connect with a springboard moonsault of his own. And Jimmy kicks out before even a 1 count there. Rey picking Jimmy up. Went for a chop, but Jimmy able to duck out of the way and connects with a Hurricane Rana. Now stomping away at Rey. Went for a clothesline, but Rey able to back up, be just out of reach, and connect with a Hurricane Rana of his own. Now Rey going to the top rope. Jimmy's up. Oh, it doesn't matter. Rey connects with that Hurricane Rana from the top rope. Goes for a springboard moonsault, but Jimmy rolls out of the way. Now stomping away at Rey. Went for a diving shoulder charge there, but Rey able to block it and kind of move out of the way there, so he wasn't able to connect. Rey trying to drag Jimmy possibly into his corner, but Jimmy going to throw some elbows and make sure that doesn't happen. Jimmy throws Rey into his corner, but Rey gets an elbow up. Stops that from happening. Rey trying to take some momentum back for him and his brother. Jay was reaching for a tag there, didn't quite get it. Went for a Hurricane Rana, but Jimmy catches the legs. Not going to let Rey get any more momentum than he's already got. Now Jimmy going to drag Rey back into his corner. See some double team action from the Usos. Jimmy got Rey's arm and leg tied up here. Jay going to come off the top rope. Connect with a splash there on the other leg that wasn't tied up. If you want to stop the Lucha Bros, one thing you got to take away is their aerial offense. The Usos know that better than anyone else. Targeting the legs here of Rey Fenix. Oh, and ref kind of gets in the way there. Works out for the Usos as Jay connects with a drop kick. He's going to go to the top rope now. Look for a splash, or a headbutt, I'm sorry. And he connects. And now the elbow drop from Jay. Went to stomp, but Rey rolls out of the way. Jay gets a reversal there. Oh, and Rey gets a reversal with a knee to the head of Jay. Goes for another springboard moonsault. Jay tries to get out of the way, but Rey able to adjust mid-air. Very impressive, and connect. Now Rey on the middle rope. Jay gets up, and Rey connects with a Hurricane Rana. And Rey now going to tag in Penta. Probably the freshest competitor in this matchup. Penta has not spent a lot of time in the ring. Penta tries to Irish whip Jay into the corner there, but Jay puts on the brakes. Penta able to catch Jay's kick, but doesn't really matter. Jay firing with those combinations, and now drops Penta with a DDT. Nice kick to the spine there from Jay. Jay going to go to the top rope now. What's he looking for here? Looking for that headbutt. He connects. Probably got a little too much of it. See him holding his head there. Now Jay trying to throw Penta into the corner, but Penta, probably wisely, instead of staying into the corner, falls to the mat. Now Jay going to tag in his brother Jimmy. Slams Penta down. Looking for that Uso splash. And Jimmy connects. Goes for the pin. Is that enough? 2. And Rey is able to come in and break up the count. Jay going to toss Rey out to ringside. Jimmy keeps bouncing off the ropes, but he's going to tag in his brother Jay. Jay went for a drop kick. Penta able to move out of the way, though. Went for a chop. Penta catches it. follows it up with some combinations of his own. Now just tosses Jay out of the ring. Penta's going to follow him out there. Now just some vicious punches to the side of the head down at ringside. On a stomp to follow it up. He's got Jimmy kind of up as he's stomping away at the back. Oh, and some vicious kicks to the face from Penta. Now Penta has the arm. It's like he's wrenching back on that wrist. And then delivers some knees to the spine there. Penta picks up Jay. Now goes to throw him into the barricade, but just misses a little bit. Jay, though, ends up landing on the concrete. Referee's count is up to 7. Jay gets back in. Penta not far behind. Jay looking for a flying clothesline, but Penta blocks. Jay follows it up with an elbow, and then they run into each other. Jay now throwing Penta into the ropes. They smack into each other again. Oh, and Penta goes for a Superman punch, but hits the ref instead. Penta trying to take Jay to his corner. Doesn't take advantage of the ref being down, but he's not down that long. Jay looking for that flying clothesline again and cannot seem to connect. Penta gets a nice face break. Yeah, face breaker there, sorry. Makes the tag to his brother Ray. Jay crawling to Jimmy, and he's able to make the tag. And Jimmy looks for that flying shoulder, but is not able to connect. Ray went for that springboard moonsault, but Jimmy able to move out of the way this time. Goes for that rolling super kick, and it connects. Now Jimmy going to go for the pin right in front of Penta. Ray grabs the rope. Penta's not going to break it up because he has the rope, but the ref doesn't see it, and the Usos pick up a victory because the ref does not see the rope break. You think, even though Ray had the rope there, Penta, noticing that the ref didn't see it, probably should have broken that pin up. The Usos now. Oh, the Usos attacking the Lucha Brothers. This is not what you want to see. Absolutely disgusted by what the Usos are doing here. I thought they were better than this. Usos just tossing the Lucha Bros out of the ring. Well, looks like the Usos are going to continue their dominance, but not in the way we want to see it. Can't believe that display of what we just saw. Well, got to move on to the next match. Next up is the second matchup in our women's tournament. We got Bayley taking on Liv Morgan. The winner of this matchup will move on to face Toni Storm in the quarterfinals. Bayley, one of the 4 horsewomen in WWE, former WWE Women's Champion. Liv Morgan was the current SmackDown Women's Champion before coming over here to AEW. Liv looking to continue that newfound success over here in AEW, see if she can become the next AEW Women's Champion. Bayley has been out of the ring for some time now due to injury, but has been able to make her return this evening here in AEW just in time for the women's tournament. See if Bayley's got any ring rust and if that plays into effect here tonight. Doesn't look phased at all though. She looks ready, looks determined. Bayley waiting on Liv Morgan to make her way to the ring now. Your former SmackDown Women's Champion, Liv Morgan, has made her way to AEW, looking to become the next AEW Women's Champion. She's got a tough road if she wants to do it. On this side of the bracket, we've got Liv Morgan and Bayley. As I said, the winner of this match will face Toni Storm. And then also on this side of the bracket, Casey Catanzaro and Britt Baker. While the other side of the bracket has Jade Cargill, who we saw earlier this evening when she beat Alexa Bliss, will take on Jordynne Grace. And then also on the top side of that bracket, we have Becky Lynch and Ronda Rousey. So, tough side of the bracket up there. But this match is underway. Liv Morgan coming fast out of the gate, but missed. Bayley able to connect with a German there, and now just rubbing Liv's face into the mat and follows it up with an elbow drop. Now Bayley looking for an early submission. I don't think Liv's going to tap out just yet. Liv able to roll over and connect with a knee to the face there. Oh, and Liv gets a Hurricane Rana. Trying to get the momentum back on her side. Went for a kick to the spine, but Bayley able to just stand up right after it. Now Liv connects with that clothesline. Liv gonna throw Bayley into the ropes. Went for a step up enziguri, but didn't quite get it. Bayley catches her and brings her to the mat there. Now Liv catches Bayley's leg, brings her down to the mat. Liv looking to take a breath outside the ring, it looks like. She rolls out. Oh, and a vicious chop block there to Bayley. Now just kind of staring at Bayley. Referee giving Bayley some time. Bayley in before even the 1 count. A nice suplex there from Bayley. Bayley now going to the top rope. Looking for an elbow drop, and she connects. Bayley has been in control of the majority of this matchup so far. And just as I say that, Liv's able to get a reversal. Went for that flying clothesline again, but not able to connect. Follows it up with an elbow. And then a step-up Hurricane Rana. Now stomping away at Bayley while she's on the ground there. Not giving her any time to breathe or think of what to do next. And Liv connects with an elbow drop. And she goes for a pin. And Bayley's going to kick out at 1. Liv has done nowhere near enough to get a pin there, yet alone a 2 count. Liv now trying to drag Bayley to the ropes. She gets her there. A forearm to the face brings her down. And slaps the back of her head. And now standing and slamming the back of her head. Slamming her foot into the back of her head as her face slaps into the mat. These two women are just going after each other tonight. Bayley going to throw Liv into the corner. Puts her up on the top rope. Looking for a Bayley to belly from the middle rope, and she connects. Is this going to be enough? And Liv kicks out at 2. I thought that was it. The Bayley to belly. Not enough to get the 3 count, even from the middle rope. Now Liv connects with that face breaker. Goes for the pin. And Bayley kicks out at 2. Not quite enough. She's definitely done more damage, but not enough as Bayley gets a knee to the face there. Now picking Liv up. She's going to throw Liv into the corner, maybe looking for that Bayley to belly again. But Liv able to get the elbow up this time. With another step up Hurricane Rana. Goes to the top rope. Liv trying to think of what she's doing. Maybe letting Bayley just roll over as she connects with that elbow drop again. Goes for the pin. Is that enough? And Bayley kicks out at 2.5. Not quite enough to advance yet. Which of these two women will move on to face Toni Storm? And Bayley brings Liv to the mat. Oh, and then just picking her up by her hair and slamming her into the mat face first. Then a knee to the spine there from Bayley. Liv able to catch the leg there. Bayley follows it up with a couple more kicks though. Has Liv up for a nice snap suplex. Now just slamming the back of Liv's head into the mat there. Bayley starting to maybe take out some aggression that she hasn't been able to get the pin yet. And drops the knee across the chest to Liv. Now a drop kick to the spine there. Bayley picking up Liv. Has her up. Drops her shin right across that knee. Follows it up with that dragon screw. Or dragon whip, not dragon screw, I'm sorry. Liv kicks the leg there. Bayley throwing Liv back into the corner. Liv gets the reversal. Puts Bayley in the corner now. Backing up. Gets her with that hip attack. Now Liv setting up here. Oh, and she connects. Goes for the pin. Is that going to be enough? 2, 3, and that is it. Liv Morgan pins Bayley and moves on to the quarterfinals of the AEW Women's Championship Tournament, where she will face Toni Storm. What a match from those two women. Bayley does not look very happy. She's going to put her hand out, though, as a sign of respect. You love to see that, especially after the disgusting display we saw from the Usos earlier tonight. Nice show of respect there from Bayley. And next up, in our co-main event of the evening, we have a match for our world title round robin tournament between Ricochet and another member of the Bloodline, Roman Reigns. AEW has brought over WWE's undisputed tag team and world champions, and we will see if they continue their dominance here in AEW. Usos already picking up a victory earlier tonight. Roman looking to do the same thing here against Ricochet. Ricochet looking to have way more success here in AEW than he has in WWE. Ever since moving up to the main roster, he's kind of just been there. He's in the 24/7 title picture for a while, but nothing great. He was World Heavyweight Champion for a little bit not World Heavyweight Champion, Intercontinental Champion, before losing it to Gunther. And now Ricochet is here in AEW, looking to go after that AEW World Heavyweight Championship and prove that he can win the big one. But that is going to be no small task here this evening, as he has to face the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns, the leader of the Bloodline. Sure, Roman not happy about having to give up his undisputed Universal Heavyweight Championship in WWE and to come over here into AEW with no gold, so I'm sure he will be looking to add the AEW World Heavyweight Championship to his list of accolades here very shortly. So all three of our tournaments will be taking place over the next 8 weeks and will be culminating in Las Vegas at Double or Nothing for our first pay-per-view. Spread them out just enough. So the AEW World Heavyweight Championship, the AEW Women's Championship, and the AEW Tag Team Championships will all be decided at Double or Nothing. The TNT Championship will be decided in our main event. That will be after this. It'll be between Bron Breakker, Carmelo Hayes, Pete Dunne, Matt Cardona, and Sami Callihan in a ladder match for that TNT Championship. What a stacked match that will be. Hard-hitting match, too. Pete Dunne and Sami Callihan, some of the most brutal people in this industry. Very, very brutal strikers between the two of them. Roman Reigns making his way to the ring. Looks ready, focused for his match here tonight. I'm sure he will be looking to walk out of Las Vegas AEW World Heavyweight Champion, if he can get there. So if you don't know how round robin tournaments will work, all 5 men in the tournament will face each other. The 5 men in the AEW World Heavyweight Championship tournament are Roman Reigns, Ricochet, Claudio Castagnoli, Kevin Owens, and Jon Moxley. The 2 men with the best records will face each other at Double or Nothing, and the other 3 men will battle for the first AEW Money in the Bank briefcase, which will guarantee them a title shot whenever. And Ricochet went for a springboard moonsault there and looked like he might have caught Roman Reigns a little bit there, but apparently not enough. As Roman just stomping away at Ricochet. And now Roman Gonna throw Ricochet into the corner. Went for an elbow drop there, but not able to connect. Roman Reigns looking as dominating as ever in this matchup here tonight. Now Roman just tossing Ricochet out of the ring. Roman gonna take some time to showboat. Thinks he's got this match in the bag already. I don't know if I'd bet against Ricochet. That being said, I don't know if I'd bet against Roman Reigns either. Ricochet makes his way back in the ring, and Roman was looking for a big boot there, but Ricochet able to move out of the way, but he catches an elbow instead. Now both men run into each other. Ricochet able to roll through there. Nice kick to the head of Roman from Ricochet. Ricochet going to the top rope, where he's probably most comfortable, waiting for Roman to get up, trying to decide what to do. He's going to connect with a double axe handle there. One for a stomp, but Roman rolls out of the way and connects with that flying clothesline. Roman going to pick Ricochet up. Has him up on his shoulders, but Ricochet able to slip off there, and doesn't get much offense as Roman connects with a big boot right out the gate. Now Roman going to throw Ricochet into the corner again. Connects with a clothesline, and Ricochet just falls to the mat. This is not looking good for Ricochet here this evening, as Roman just continuing to pile it on with strikes and stomps and kicks. Ricochet able to get up. Gets a chop and a strike in, but Roman swatting one away and moving out of the way of another, and connects with a nice neck breaker there. Looking for a Superman punch, and he connects. Goes for the pin. Is this it? Is Roman going to make quick work of Ricochet? Ricochet kicks out at 2. Roman going to the corner, looking to set up for the spear. Is he going to get it? He connects. That might be it for Ricochet. Not many people kick out of that. Roman, though, taking his time before going for that pin. Ref going over to get a better view, makes the count. Oh, and Ricochet somehow kicks out at 2.5. And Roman is not happy. Roman thinks that should have been it. And I'm honestly surprised it wasn't. You don't see many people kick out of that spear. Roman got Ricochet up on his shoulders, though, but Ricochet able to reverse that into a reverse DDT. Oh, and Roman again with that flying clothesline. Anytime Ricochet gets reversal, it is not long before Roman is able to turn the momentum back into his favor. Roman now doing some cardio, as he's just running into the ropes before bouncing off of them. Giving Ricochet some time to breathe. See if that helps him out any. Roman finally coming off the ropes. And then connecting with a boot to the face, but probably giving Ricochet a little too much time there. Ricochet finally able to get a string of some offense in. Looking to do any sort of damage to Roman Reigns, but Roman right back on top of things. With a knee to the gut, follows it up with a headbutt. Now picks Ricochet up. Looks for an elevated suplex. Turns it into a power slam. He's going to go for the pin. Is that enough? And Ricochet kicks out again at 2. And Roman looks pissed. Roman bouncing off the ropes, probably in frustration. Connects with a couple kicks there. Vicious headbutt from Roman. Now Roman just pounding away at the face at Ricochet and bust him open with those strikes. Now goes for a pin. Doesn't hook the leg. Ricochet again kicks out. Will not stay down. Roman picking up Ricochet again. Tossing him out of the ring. Roman now letting the frustrations get the best of him. Destroying the announce table here. Probably looking to put Ricochet through it. Says he'll take a count-out victory if he has to. Looking to drag Ricochet to that announce table, and he does. But Ricochet moves out of the way. Follows it up with some chops and a kick. But Roman right back on top of him. Oh, Ricochet catches that one. Roman ducks out of the way. Went for something there, but not able to connect. Ricochet firing some elbows into the top of the head of Roman. Ricochet picks Roman up. I don't know if that's the best idea. Gets some chops in. Roman fires a chop right back. Referees counts up to 6, and Roman doesn't want to win that way. Picks him up, throws him in. Goes for a Superman punch but misses. Looking for it again possibly, but just runs into him. He's going to put him in that choke instead. Will Ricochet have to tap out? And that's it. Ricochet, unfortunately, ends up tapping out. Roman wasn't able to keep him down for a 3 count, but he was able to submit him. A win is a win. And that gives 1 point to Roman Reigns. And a great night for the Bloodline overall, as both the Usos and Roman Reigns walking out victorious. Roman looking a little frustrated that he couldn't get the pin there tonight, but he shouldn't be too upset. He still walks away the victor. And with that, we go to our main event. Bron Breakker, Carmelo Hayes, Pete Dunne, Matt Cardona, and Sami Callihan in a ladder match for the TNT Championship. Bron Breakker, making his way to the ring now, was the current NXT champion before coming over here to AEW. One of the young up-and-comers in WWE. He's made a big name for himself recently, and Red Angel clearly has taken note in bringing him over here. Bron Breakker looking to make an even bigger name for himself here, looking to become the TNT champion here tonight and continue that success he's had so far in NXT. Bron Breakker and Carmelo Hayes, the least experienced in general for these out of these 5 men for this match here tonight. We'll see if the young guys can keep up with the veterans. Bron Breakker awaiting his next opponent. Carmelo Hayes, the other young stud from NXT, was the current NXT North American champion before coming here to AEW. So 2 title holders from NXT have made their way to AEW here tonight, looking to be new TNT champion. A stacked match here tonight. All sorts of titles for everyone in this match as far as history goes. Carmelo has made his way to the ring. Carmelo waits the next opponent. Pete Dunne, former NXT UK champion. I believe he held that title for over 400 days there in NXT UK. Pete Dunne, a dominating champion in NXT UK before being brought up to SmackDown, where they tried to repackage him as Butch. He was understandably not happy with that idea and was more than happy to come here to AEW and be Pete Dunne again, the bruiserweight. One of the more vicious men in this match here tonight. Him and Sami Callihan, probably 2 of the most aggressive superstars in this industry, really. Not even just this company, in this industry. Pete Dunne and Sami Callihan. Sure, we will see them go at it quite a bit here tonight. All right. Next man to make their way to the ring is Matt Cardona. Matt Cardona, one of the first men, or superstars in general, really, to make a big name for himself using social media, being it on YouTube, and then has probably made a bigger name for himself outside of WWE. But Matt Cardona, no slouch. Former champion in his own right in WWE. Being an Intercontinental Champion and a United States Champion. Never winning the world title, though. But that can change here in AEW. He could win a World Heavyweight Championship, but tonight his focus is on the TNT title. And the last person to make their way to the ring for this match tonight is Sami Callihan. Probably one of the most vicious people in this industry. Sami Callihan is a wild card. He is an X factor in this industry. And I would not be surprised if he walked out of here tonight TNT champion. Sami Callihan, a former Impact World Champion. So he is no stranger to gold. Sami looking to grow and continue his legacy here in this industry. And he wants to start that tonight with being the next TNT champion. We'll see if that happens. Got a tough mountain to climb here this evening. Pete Dunne and Matt Cardona getting to it outside of the ring already. Match hasn't even started yet, and they're already exchanging words. See what happens there. And that is what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. The TNT Championship. Hanging high above that ring. Who will walk out? The new TNT Champion. Alright, and Sami and Bron going right after each other. Carmelo gets Cardona. And Pete going to take Carmelo. Get a dropkick right to the back of the head. I'll do my best to keep up with all this action, but with all these men in the ring and outside of the ring, it's going to be hard to do. But we will do our best. Sami focusing on the arm of Bron Breakker as Pete knocks Cardona ringside and then gets a step up. Enziguri on to Carmelo there in the corner. Now Pete going right after Cardona. And Sami and Bron Breakker just taking it to each other outside of the ring. Sami getting the majority of the best of it here. And Bron picks Sami up, now dropping him across his knee. Oh, and Pete connects with a nice sit-down powerbomb there to Cardona. Follows it up with a clothesline to Carmelo. Bron Breakker left Sami on the barricade, and he's back inside the ring. And Pete doing what he's known for, going after those fingers. Oh, and a nice move there by Carmelo, turning it around real quick. Now dropping the elbow across Pete Dunne's chest multiple times. Breakker stomping away at the hands of Cardona. Carmelo working on Pete's neck, but Pete able to get out of it. Sami standing over there by the ladder while Carmelo and Pete work on each other. Oh, and what a move there by Pete. Sami back in the ring now. Has Bron Breakker up. Bron able to slip out of that suplex, though, and Cardona right there to catch him. Pete with the ladder trying to decide what to do, if he wants to set it up or maybe attack someone with it. Pacing back and forth in the ring, and he's going to knock down Carmelo. Cardona gets thrown out of the ring. Now Pete trying to hit Sami with the ladder, and finally does. He knocks him down. Carmelo going to knock the ladder out of Pete's hands. Cardona throwing Breakker into the barricade. Looks like Pete Dunne just threw Carmelo to ringside. Now Sami and Pete going at it. Sami's got Pete into the corner. Follows it up with a nice fist to the face there. Oh, and almost dropping Pete onto that ladder. Sami working on the arms of Breaker. Carmelo and Cardona going at it outside the ring. Pete going right back after Sami, knocks him down with a clothesline. Bron trying to go after Sami, has him up. Pete trying to fix that ladder so he can maybe grab it later. Has it standing straight up now. Now focusing on Bron. Oh, and a nice kick to the gut there from Pete. Sami trying to focus on Bron, but him and Pete are going at it, paying him no mind. Pete throws Bron into the ladder, and the ladder falls to the ground with that one. Cardona, now the man with the ladder, quickly drops it though as Carmelo comes into the ring. Nice leg drop there from Cardona onto Carmelo. Sami going to throw Pete out of the ring. Bron going to go after Carmelo. Sami and Pete fighting ringside. Carmelo and Cardona. Bron setting up the ladder. He's going to go up top. He's going to go for that title while everyone's focused. Oh, but Carmelo noticed it and brought him off that ladder real quick. Pete back in the ring. Picks up the ladder. He's going to hit Sami with it. And then he drops the ladder. Guess didn't want to set it up. Too many people back in the ring. Now he's going to set it up. Don't really understand that move. More people up now than were before. Nice sit-down powerbomb there from Sami onto Pete. Carmelo climbing up that ladder very quickly. Reaches for the belt, but Bron right there to stop him from getting any progress on it. Pete jumping up trying to drop Bron. Cardona drops Sami. Carmelo has Bron on his shoulders. Oh, and drops him head first from the ladder. What a move. Cardona and Sami focused. Pete trying to figure out how to climb the ladder. He finally figures it out as Cardona tosses Sami outside of the ring. And Pete, instead of going for the title, looked for maybe an axe handle there onto Bron, but doesn't connect. Instead gets a nice kick to Cardona there. Sami back inside the ring. Cardona tosses Pete outside of the ring. Now Sami going to climb the ladder as Cardona goes back outside of the ring. Sami. Oh, Bron takes the ladder out from under him. Cardona put Sami on his shoulders and then just dropped him down. Chop block there from Pete to Cardona. All 5 of these men doing whatever they can to walk out TNT champion. Carmelo and Sami throwing out Cardona and Bron. Pete, the only man in the ring now, puts the ladder down instead of setting it up. I don't really understand the decision there. He gets it set up now, but Carmelo's back in the ring. Pete does not care, though. So we'll fight on top of this ladder if it means I get to walk away TNT champion. Pete now. Oh, bringing Carmelo off the ladder with him. He's going to go back up. Cardona and Sami are focused on each other. Bron's still stunned. Pete trying to figure out how to get there. Couldn't figure it out. Bron looking to maybe grab Pete, but Cardona brings him down himself. Now Bron has his hands on the belt. He's going to try and bring it down and become the new TNT champion. Not first, I'm sorry. Pete with an elbow to Sami. Bron just hanging from the belt there. I think maybe if nothing else. Oh, and Cardona flapjack Pete right on top of Carmelo. Bron drops. Pete the only one, or I'm sorry, Sami was the only one standing at the time. Pete is now up. Cardona, or Pete tosses Cardona onto the apron. Now Bron had thrown Sami onto the ladder, now has him up for an elevated suplex. Now he's going to drop him. Pete throws Cardona to the apron again. Goes to knock him off, but Cardona able to get a knee up there and stop that shoulder charge. Carmelo's been down for quite a while now. Hopefully he is okay. Cardona picking up Pete Dunne, maybe trying to powerbomb him either into the turnbuckle or outside the ring, but Dunne able to get down, but Cardona follows it up with a flapjack. Now Bron And Sami still going at it. Cardona tosses Pete out of the ring. Braun's got Sami up. Power bombs him to ringside. Pete back into the ring. Braun goes to ringside with Sami. It looks like Cardona was climbing the ladder there. And Pete connects with Carmelo. Now Cardona has Pete looking for a suplex. Oh, and suplexes Pete Dunne out of the ring from the ladder. But Pete Dunne right back up. Didn't faze him at all. Braun looking for something on Cardona. Oh, gets a spear. And then Pete gets a nice low drop kick to the back of Cardona's legs, able to bring him down. I can't believe Pete got up so quickly from that suplex off of the ladder out to ringside. Must have woken something up in him. Now Sami going right back after Pete. Knows he's got to be hurting after that suplex no matter how fast he got up. Pete with a kick to the gut of Sami. Cardona went maybe to pick Pete up, but Sami stops that from happening. Now Sami and Cardona wailing on Pete. Sami trying to grab Pete, but Cardona in the way. Carmelo up on the ladder, reaching for the belt. He's got it in his hand, but Bron up there to stop him. Nice DDT from Sami there. Bron has Carmelo possibly looking for a suplex, and he's got it. Not quite outside the ring, but that's still quite a fall there from the top of that ladder, whether he's in the ring or lands ringside. Cardona going to toss Breaker out, and Sami tosses Pete out. Carmelo laying in the center of the ring, not moving. Sami sees he's got an opportunity, and he's going to climb the ladder. He's going to try and bring that belt down. Cardona, I don't think, has noticed that Sami's there, and Sami drops down. I don't understand that move. Cardona and Pete now in the ring. Pete focusing on Cardona instead of Sami. Sami not able to bring that belt down, though. And Pete's right up there. Oh, and busted him open, slamming him face first onto the ladder. Sami returns the favor. Oh, and a cutter from the top of the ladder. Pete has taken some serious damage being up there on that ladder. First suplex to the outside of the ring, then the cutter after his face being smashed into it. Carmelo back up to the top of the ladder, but Sami right there to bring him right back down, and now tossing him out of the ring. Sami and Carmelo fighting ringside, while Cardona and Breaker fighting inside the ring. Pete has not moved since taking that cutter. He probably won't move for a while. Cardona picks Bron up before going up the ladder, then comes right back down. Oh, and connects with a Rough Rider. Maybe that's why he came down, but Carmelo now back in the ring, able to stop Cardona from going up that ladder. Nice backbreaker there from Cardona. Now going up to the middle rope. Goes for a splash, and he connects. Oh, and a nice neck breaker there from Cardona onto Carmelo. Nice clothesline there from Pete. Braun Breaker up on the ladder now. Oh, and Pete knocks the ladder down. Cardona has Braun on his shoulders and drops him down to the mat. Now Sami has Pete, but Cardona able to break that up. Carmelo now going after Pete. Everyone really taking their shots at Pete. Sami tosses Cardona out. Carmelo tossing Pete across the ring. Braun setting up a ladder, thinking about climbing it. He does. Pete was looking for a clothesline there, but didn't get it. Now trying to get Braun off that ladder. He finally brings him down. Cardona tosses Sami to ringside. Carmelo takes the ladder from Pete. Pete firing some strikes, trying to knock Carmelo out. Pete off the rope. Oh, and turns Carmelo inside out with that lariat. Now vicious boot to the face of Braun. Now has the ladder. He's going to hit Braun with the ladder. Sami and Cardona fighting ringside. I don't think they know that Pete's on top of the ladder. But Carmelo and Bron do. But Carmelo focusing on Bron instead of Pete. Pete now working to get that title down. Cardona coming up. Sami just firing strikes into the back of Pete. And Pete falls down onto Sami. Brings him down. Now Carmelo trying to push the ladder out from under Cardona. Bron picks him up. Power bombs him. Now focusing on Cardona, trying to get him down, make sure he doesn't leave TNT champion. Sami throws Pete out of the ring. Carnage, bodies everywhere. Who is going to walk out TNT champion? Carmelo going to the top of the ladder. And Bron looking to push the ladder, and looked like him and Sami both pushed it. So it closed. Pete back out to ringside. Nice power slam from Bron onto Cardona. Carmelo getting up. Sami trying to grab that ladder. Sami trying to figure out what to do with the ladder. Now hits Carmelo. Pete takes the ladder from Sami, knocking Sami down. Pete set up the ladder, then took it right back down. Ooh, looked like Sami was going for maybe a suplex there, but Carmelo able to stop that. I don't know if that was intentional or if he just didn't see it. Pete busts Carmelo open with the ladder. Bron bench pressing Cardona. Setting up the ladder now as Sami throws Carmelo out to ringside. Bron throws Cardona out to ringside and drop kicks him. Pete gonna go for the belt. Bron and Sami there to stop him, but Sami, for some reason, focusing on Bron instead of Pete, who's on the ladder trying to get the belt. Bron gets the reversal. Cardona coming up, but Pete is able to unhook the title. I don't know what happened between Bron and Sami there. Both of them could have worked together there to maybe push the ladder out from Pete to stop him from becoming TNT champion, but that is not what happened. What a wild match, ladies and gentlemen. And with that, Pete Dunne is your new TNT champion. What a match. Thank you all for joining me here this afternoon. It's been a great show, and we will see you all next week. Congrats to Pete Dunne, the new TNT champion.